Hachiko, the story of a loyal dog. Chapter 1, A Strange Beginning. It was a cold winter day. The train station in a small American town was busy. People walked in different directions, and snow covered the ground. In the middle of this crowd, a small puppy sat in a box. He was all alone. The puppy didn't know where he was or where he was going. A kind man named Parker Wilson walked out of the train station. He was a university professor, teaching music at a nearby college. He noticed the small box and saw the puppy inside. "Where did you come from, little guy?" Parker asked. There was no name on the box. Just a tag written in Japanese. Parker took the puppy in his arms. "I can't leave you here. Let's go home." Chapter 2, A New Home. Parker took the puppy home. His wife, Kate, was surprised. "We can't keep a dog," she said. "We already have a nice, quiet house." "I'll find him a good home soon," Parker promised. "Just for tonight." The puppy stayed, and soon the family began to love him. He was smart, quiet, and very calm. Parker tried to find his owner, but no one called or came. Parker learned the puppy was an Akita, a dog breed from Japan. His friend, Ken, who was Japanese, helped him read the tag. "It says Hachiko," Ken said. "It means 8. In Japan, the number 8 is lucky. So they named the puppy Hachiko, Hachi for short. Chapter 3, Best Friends. Every day, Parker walked to the train station to go to work. Hachi began to follow him. He walked next to Parker all the way to the station. Parker would say, "Stay here, Hachi. I'll come back at 5 o'clock." And every evening, at exactly 5 o'clock, Hachi waited at the same spot. When Parker returned, Hachi jumped with joy and walked home with him. People at the station began to notice. The hot dog seller, the station master, the newspaper boy, they all watched as Hachi waited every day. "It's like he knows what time it is," one man said. "He's waiting for his best friend," another said. Chapter 4, A Special Bond. As time passed, the bond between Parker and Hachi grew stronger. They were more than man and dog. They were true friends. Parker played the piano at home. Hachi would sit and listen. At night, Hachi lay near Parker's feet as he read books. Parker gave Hachi treats, brushed his fur, and spoke to him like a son. Even Kate, who at first didn't want a dog, began to smile when she saw Hachi. "Hachi is part of our family now," she said. The whole town knew Hachi. He was famous at the station. People smiled when they saw him sitting patiently at the gate. Chapter 5, Something Strange. One morning, Hachi acted strangely. He didn't want Parker to go to work. He barked and ran in circles. "What's wrong, boy?" Parker asked. Hachi pulled up Parker's coat, trying to stop him. "It's okay. I'll be back at 5. Parker gently walked to the station while Hachi followed slowly behind. At 5 o'clock, as always, Hachi waited at the station. But that day, Parker didn't return. Chapter 6, The Sad News. At the university, Parker was giving a lecture to his students. He smiled, played a few notes on the piano, then suddenly stopped. He collapsed to the floor. Doctors came quickly, but it was too late. Parker had died from a heart problem. Back at the station, Hachi waited. The train came. People walked out. But Parker didn't appear. Hachi sat for hours, waiting. The station staff called Kate. She arrived and took Hachi home. "Hachi, he's gone," she whispered. "Parker is gone." But Hachi didn't understand. Chapter 7, Waiting and Hoping. The next day, Hachi returned to the station. He sat in the same place, at the same time. "It's okay. I'll be back at 5. Parker gently walked to the station while Hachi followed slowly behind. At 5 o'clock, as always, Hachi waited at the station. But that day, Parker didn't return. Chapter 6, The Sad News. At the university, Parker was giving a lecture to his students. He smiled, played a few notes on the piano, then suddenly stopped. He collapsed to the floor. Doctors came quickly, but it was too late. Parker had died from a heart problem. Back at the station, Hachi waited. The train came. People walked out. But Parker didn't appear. Hachi sat for hours, waiting. The station staff called Kate. She arrived and took Hachi home. "Hachi, he's gone," she whispered. "Parker is gone." But Hachi didn't understand. Chapter 7, Waiting and Hoping. The next day, Hachi returned to the station. He sat in the same place, at the same time. Chapter 9, The Passing Years. Seasons changed. Winters were cold. Summers were hot. But Hachi kept coming. His fur turned gray. He walked slower. But he never stopped. Some people gave him a small shelter near the station. Others brought him blankets during snowy days. Tourists came to see the loyal dog. They took pictures and told the story of the dog who never gave up. "Hachi is love," someone wrote. "He shows us what it means to be faithful." Chapter 10, The Final Day. One cold winter morning, Hachi walked to the station for the last time. He sat in his usual place. The snow fell slowly, the wind was strong. But Hachi didn't move. He closed his eyes. Maybe, in his mind, he saw Parker walking through the gate. Maybe he saw his best friend smiling and calling, "Hachi." That evening, Hachi passed away peacefully at the station. He had waited for Parker for 9 long years. Chapter 11, Remembering Hachi. The whole town was sad. People brought flowers and candles to the station. They told stories of Hachi to their children. Hachi was more than a dog, the station master said. He was love in the shape of a dog. Kate returned to the town. She stood at the station and cried. "Hachi, thank you," she said. "You were his heart." Chapter 12, A Statue for a Friend. Later, the town decided to build a statue in front of the station. It was a statue of Hachi, sitting in his waiting place. Now, everyone who came to the station could see it. People still take pictures with Hachi's statue. They touch his head for good luck. They leave flowers on special days. In Japan, there is also a statue of the real Hachiko at Shibuya Station, Tokyo. The story of Hachiko began there, many years ago, with the real dog and his master, Professor Ueno. Chapter 13, The Real Hachiko. The movie was based on a true story. In the 1920s, a man named Hitsuburo Ueno adopted a dog named Hachiko. They lived in Tokyo. Every day, Hachiko waited for his master at Shibuya Station. One day, Professor Ueno died at work and never returned. But for 9 years, Hachiko kept waiting. The people of Tokyo saw this loyalty and kindness. They fed and cared for Hachiko. When he died, they made a statue for him. Today, thousands of people visit it every year. Chapter 14, What Hachiko Taught Us. Hachiko never gave up. He loved with all his heart. He didn't understand time or death. He only knew that his best friend went away, and he would wait forever. This story touches hearts around the world because it reminds us of the power of love and loyalty. Chapter 15, A Lesson for All of Us. Many people today live busy lives. We forget to slow down. We forget what matters. But Hachiko reminds us. He shows us how to love, how to wait, and how to stay loyal, even when it's hard. Maybe we all need a little Hachiko in our lives. Maybe we all need someone, or something, to remind us of what really matters. Family. Friendship. Love. Loyalty. These things don't fade. Final words. Hachiko's story is not just about a dog. It is about all of us. It is about waiting for someone we love. It is about the deep connection between hearts. Whether you are a child or an adult, this story will stay with you. Whenever you feel sad or lost, remember Hachiko. Remember his eyes, full of hope. Remember his heart, full of love. And remember that sometimes, the smallest hearts carry the biggest love.